பஞ்சு முறுக்கு மந்த்ரா கடலை எண்ணெயில நானே பண்ணுது. ஒரு சேலஞ்ச், உங்களால இந்த மாதிரி முறுக்கு செய்ய முடியுமா? மந்த்ரா கடலை எண்ணெயில முறுக்கு செஞ்சு பாருங்க. ஓகே?
All the distinguished persons on the dais, Professor Tirumati N. Lakshmi Iyer, Professor Thiru K.T. Murugeshan, Professor Thiru Sanjay Arora, Thiru Vanavil K. Ravi, Thiru Ashwin Kumar, Dr. Lakshmikant Sharma, all the distinguished dignitaries present here, the scholars, academicians, and most respected spiritual leader, friends, I am happy that we are having these 2 days get together of intellectuals who would be discussing in detail the works of 3 great saint poets, Thiruvalluvar, Kabir Das, and Yogi Vemana, for the 2 days. And through their work, they will bring out how, though they are located in different parts of this country, Bharat, they spoke different languages, but yet their works, all of their works, reflect the underlying unity of the human family, underlying unity of our country, Bharat. When I know you are here, there are scholars who knows these subjects in far greater detail than I do. And they would be able to deliberate at length. But what actually I would like to put forward is that if you look into the literature of our Indian languages, any of this, Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu, Marathi, Gujarati, Bengali, Odia, Assamese, Manipuri, Hindi, Punjabi, Kashmiri, all these languages, so many. If you read the works in all these languages, you will find an underlying common thread. And that underlying common thread, irrespective of the language in which the work is written or composed, irrespective of the location of the poet, this underlying unity, the common thread, it's something which is very, very unique of our country, Bharat. And how does this unity exist and where did this unity come? The mystery to this underlying unity can be deciphered or understood if we understand Bharat. Because many times, in our school, college days, we used to be told, and that's rightly so, that a specialist are those who know more and more about less and less. Smaller things, they will know a lot. But what misses is the meta narrative, the larger picture. We go to the doctor, a dental specialist will only talk about truth. He knows a lot about truth. And so you go to the heart, you go to the lungs, you go to the skin, any part. They all are super specialists. But having a comprehensive view of the body is very important, because tooth is not apart from the body. When the tooth aches, the whole body suffers. So this understanding the unity, the kanda, the common thread that exists or runs through all these languages, to which very Subramaniam Bharati, Mahakavi Subramaniam Bharati very beautifully described when he described Bharat Mata. He said, Seppu Modi Padanet Rudiyal Enil Chintana Yondrudiyal. You have so many languages at the time, 18 languages. Now, of course, we have many more. It is Bharat Mata speaks in various languages, so many languages, but her heartbeat is one. That one heartbeat, to understand, it's important. Unfortunately, over the long period of colonization, subjugation, and wrong direction in which after independence the country moved, we did not pay adequate attention to that common thread, which is, to understand that, one has to understand Bharat. We all say that, yes, unity in diversity, so and so said, so and so said. No. This has been said thousands and thousands of years ago. Once we understand what is Bharat, it becomes crystal clear to see that they are all one and the same, various manifestations. Like a seed. Like a seed, when it is planted, very small seed, it grows into large tree. When it grows into large tree, no two branches are alike. Exactly alike. Forget about branches. It has millions of leaves. No two leaves are exactly alike. Nature does not replicate. Each leaf is unique. In some manner, it is unique. Look at the flowers. In a flower, let's say a rose flower, no two petals are exactly alike. But they are all connected with the seed. So if we try to understand the branches and see the unity and see the beauty is good, but I think if you look at the seed, then it becomes far more clearer. And the seed comes from what made this Bharat. That all the languages of Bharat, the literature in all the languages of Bharat, you see the common thread. Unfortunately, we have lost that kind of a curiosity. But over 2,000 years ago, there was a great person, many of you are aware of him, Gunadhyaya. Gunadhyaya, he set on a journey to collect the folk tales of entire Bharat. His patron king supported him with the resources. And after several years of traveling through the whole Bharat, he collected all the folk tales from all corners of Bharat. It took time. By the time he came and he set on compiling and editing, the patron king had lost interest. And so Gunadhyaya got upset and he started burning all those. When he started burning the collection, somebody went and told the king that, look, he is very upset, he is destroying it. Then king came running and said, no, no, please don't destroy. So whatever was left is what we have Katha Sarit Sagar today. In Sanskrit, it was by Somadev, but it was Gunadhyaya who had collected from various languages of Bharat. And if you see it, you see the underlying thread. You see the underlying thread in all this. And so the question is that we should address is, what is Bharat? When you say Bharat, we often, in today's education system, we don't teach our children what is Bharat. They only know about India. But Bharat is much more than India. Bharat is not a political state, is not a mere political state. And any student of political science will tell you a political state, in an entity which has got 4 attributes, is a political state. It has a defined territory. It has a population on that. It has a government that administers this territory and the people, and that government is sovereign. These 4 attributes define a political state. This is European definition of a political state. India fits into that. But Bharat is much, much older than that and much larger than this. Then what is this? For Bharat is a Rashtra. And Rashtra is not a synonym of nation. We know people talk about nation. Our colonization of mind has been so deep that we are caught in the trap. Our vocabulary has been constricted. Nation, we know that it is an European construct. And those of you who have, and I'm sure many of you have studied political science, the grammar of politics of Harold Lasky, when he labors hard to define what is a nation. And no country in the world fits into that definition. But yet, we are trapped into nation. The fact is, a Rashtra is not exactly nation. Bharat is a Rashtra. And how this Bharat Rashtra came into being? For that, we have to go back to our old ancient Rig Veda that says how Rashtra is formed. Bhadram ikshant rishaya swavidah tapo diksham upanisheduragra tato rashtram balamo jastajat. Bhadram ikshant rishaya. Rishis who are Vishwa Kalyankari, who had a desire for the welfare of the world. Such rishis, Bhadram ikshant rishaya, Swavida, Atmagyani, who had the self-knowledge, Atmagyan, Swavida. And what is Atmagyan? Mama Atma Sarva Bhuta Atma. This is Atmagyan. So such rishis who were desirous, who were committed to the welfare of the world, who were equipped with the self-knowledge, Atmagyan, with their tap and diksha, a Rashtra is born. And that is how Bharat was born, with these rishis who all over the world. They took this light, Mama Atma, Sarva Bhuta Atma. Bhagavad Gita, when Lord Krishna says, Sarva Bhutesu Enaikyam Bhavam Avyayam Ikshate Avibhaktam Vibhakteshu Tad Jnanam Vidhi Satvikam. Sarva Bhutesu Ekam. Not only humans, all. It's not only human unity, it is a unity of creation. Let us not limit it to human unity. It is a unity of creation. Every element of creation. Sarva Bhutesu Enaikyam. This is the true understanding. Sattvic Gyan. Otherwise, it is tamasic and rasic we see divided and all. That is not true. Sattvic Gyan is, and this is avivaktam vivaktish. One which is indivisible, cannot be divided, apparently looks divided. It's like in a tree with million leaves, no two leaves are alike. Each leaf is separate, but can we say that leaves are separate? They are not. They are one, integrated. That outlook, that drishti which gave our outlook to our life, our environment. And this is spread over the whole landmass, what we call Bharat. Uttaram yat samudrasya himadrasya eva dakshinam varsham tad bharatam nama bharati tatra santati. North of ocean and south of the Himalayas is the land of Bharat, and its children are Bharati. So this unity of creation, oneness of creation, and here diversity is not difference. The problem comes when we say about trying to unity in diversity, when we talk a lot about it. But mostly it is political nuanced. We try to say that we are all Indians and so we are united. It is not because we are all Indians. It is because we are all part of a family, one family. Because we are all sitting here, we have a different look, but there is an underlying unity that I'm able to see all of you as myself. That unity, it has been all through. And when I say it is not only humans, it is all the plants and animals. Look at, we have a great saint here, Vallalar. Vallalar, when he says, Vardiya Pandey, Kandapodelam Vardinen. That when Vardiya Pandey, Kandapodelam Vardinen, when he sees that leaf grass withering, high heartbeats, pains. This unity. We have to celebrate this unity. And often because we are colonized, our mind is so deeply colonized yet, that even when we try to explain, we are shy of using the competent, capable words like religion. Bharat is not based on religion. Religion has never been a base of Bharat. It has been Dharma. And Dharma is not religion. This is something which has to be understood when we try to say all religions are equal. No, they are not equal. Forget about it. They are all political noises. There are religions, you have a lot of diversity, a lot of differences. Dharma is the one that unites. And what is Dharma? There are many definitions of Dharma have been given, people have tried. But again we go to the beautiful teachings in Mahabharata, Karna Parva. When a confused Yudhishthira, Sri Krishna tells him what is Dharma. Dharanat dharma ityahu dharmo dharyati praja yah syat dharana sanjukta sa dharma iti nishchaya. What is that? Dharanat dharma ityahu. One that creates harmony, that brings harmony is dharma. Dharmo dharyati praja. But collectives, the people, can be kept together only through dharma, through harmony. Yah syat dharana sanjukta. Anything that is capable of bringing the harmony is dharma. Dharma is not in rituals. Dharma is not in rites. So dharma is not religion. This universe, this creation, not only our rishis, the rishis in our Vedas, they did not only say that creation is one, but they also said that this creation is governed by immutable laws. Rit ka Siddhant. This is not arbitrary. It is governed by laws. And so, there must be respected. It should not be disturbed. So, all our conducts to ourselves, to our family, to our society, to the larger collective, to the environment, to the plants and animals, all our conduct should be such that maintains harmony. That is a dharmic life. That is what made this great country, Rashtra Bharat. And this we need to explain to our children. Unfortunately, this is not done. Though the Article 1 of the Constitution of India tells about India, that is Bharat, but Bharat is not explained. It is left. So it is our duty to explain our children. What is Bharat? Bharat is not defined by caste, creeds, religions. Bharat is the dharmikest Rashtra. And that dharmic Rashtra that believes that we are all one family, which we called here, our people. Great poet said, Yadu More, Yavarum Kelur. There say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This is a family. So this unity that we see in the writings of these, or the composition of these three great poets, Thiruvalluvar, Kabir, and Yogi Vemana, you will find a similar resonance all over literature. Go and read. Mahapurush Shankar Dev of Assam, similar. Any of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, anyone which you say, Samartha Ramadas, any. And you know, while this light is spread over, and the great rishis, from time to time they emerged. We heard the name just one speaker mentioned about Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Guru Nanak Dev Ji appeared more than 550 years ago. He carried this message all over the land. Not only in Bharat, he went even beyond, spreading this message. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they did the same thing. Samarth, Ramdas, they said that. All these saints did it. They have been nourishing. It's like a plant which needs watering from time to time. This drishti, because again, we all use the word philosophy. Forget about it. I have again my problem with this, our intellectuals. It is darshan. Philosophy, the basis of philosophy is logic. And we know that darshan is far more than logic. When our Kathopanishad says, Naisa tarke namatirapaniya. You cannot understand things, whole things through logic alone. You have to transcend. That is why the drishti comes, darshan. Darshan is not what our eyes says, because our eyes are finite. It can only see a limited number of colors. But there are a lot of things that we can anubhuti. We can see from within. So that is why philosophy is not darshan. Why are we shy of using dharma, using philosophy, using darshan, using rashtra? Why can't we use it? And who will make the beginning if our intellectuals, our academicians don't do it? Because the rest of the people will follow. This is crucial. This Bharat and Bharat as a Rashtra, we also must keep in mind that while it is true that we are currently, a lot of counter currents are flowing around to create division, to create disharmony, for selfish interest, narrow selfish interest, divide, like caste, creed, all language, to keep dividing. Diversity is looked at as division. Now imagine a fish. Each scale of the fish, again, the two scales are not the same. Carefully look at it. You can make out. Though they look similar, but they are not same. If you start removing the scales from the fish, each, where is the fish? Fish disappears. If divide this country, divide this Rashtra into caste and creed and language, then it is like removing the scales of the fish. The fish will perish. It must not. It must not perish, not only for Bharat, not only for us alone, because we have a much larger responsibility. Because Sri Aurobindo said, on 15th of August 1947, he wrote down his dream. And there he said that this light, this understanding, this wisdom, that the whole creation is a family, we are all one. Why did this light come only to Bharat, nowhere else? Was it accidental? He says, no. The light that came here several thousand years ago, that we are all one, the whole creation is one. And whole creation is bound by Dharma, by the laws of harmony. This light came here because what Sri Aurobindo said, it was divinely ordained. It was not accidental, it was providential. Because it came, this bhumi is a punya bhumi. You have rishis and saints all around. This bhumi, being the sacred punya bhumi, this light came here. But this light is not to be confined here. It has to spread over the whole world. We have to save the planet. We have to save the humanity. We have to save the entire creation as far as the world is concerned. This is our obligation. This is our divine obligation. So Sri Aurobindo on 15th August 1947 says, now that Bharat has become independent, Bharat has to fulfill her destiny. Her destiny is a divinely mandated obligation to spread the light across the world. Unfortunately, we had lost the track. But now, for the last 10 years, our nation, under a capable national leadership, who understands what is Bharat, who understands the soul of Bharat, is on a mission to build this Bharat, a capable Bharat, a self-reliant, Atmanirbhar Bharat, a developed Bharat, what we call Viksit Bharat, so that we spread the light to the rest of the world. This knowledge has been there with us for thousands and thousands of years. Nobody took us seriously. Did anyone take us? Nobody. Until 10 years ago, Bharat was at the margin of the world affairs. Nobody took India seriously. It's a populous country, that's all. Everyone was out to teach us, do like this, do like that. Look at the transformation today. Today, when Bharat speaks, the whole world listens and listens with attention. No decision in the world, worthwhile decision in the world, can be taken without Bharat being on the table. This, the new Bharat, which is emerging to fulfill its Purusharth, it is with a larger mission to save the whole world. And that is why, when last year, when Bharat got the presidency of G20, what is the motto that we gave? Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. One earth, one family, one future. Not a shared family, not a shared future, one future. This, and the world accepted it. And when we say world as if one family, then we have to take care that those who are deprived in the world, they are also taken care of. And that is why when Bharat got the presidency, the entire European Union, such a large mass of humanity which was left out, it was brought on the table. No, it has to be part of it. This is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam Yadamure Yavarum Kelir in action. This is Bharat or Bharatiya Darshan in action. We are walking the talk. And that is why we are even about sustainable life, sustainable environment. All those measures that Bharat is taking. Take the case of COVID. COVID, which affected the whole world. When the developed countries made the vaccines, they looked at it as an opportunity to make more money. Expectation was that in this global crisis of unprecedented proportion, that would evoke or elicit compassion. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But when Bharat, thanks to our scientists, when we got the vaccine, we shared this vaccine. Even though our people were not fully vaccinated, we shared the vaccine with people across 150 countries in the world. This is Bharat. This is one family. We cannot not limit it to ourselves. Once we understand Bharat, all that literature, all that you find across, you will see that it becomes a crystal clear. Need of the hour is to transcend the political divide that keeps happening along languages, along regions, along various possible divisions like caste and creed. We need to overcome. This initiative taken by Professor Lakshmi Iyer and other dignitaries, other distinguished persons coming from Rajasthan and Central University of Rajasthan to bring the literature of 3 cents and let there be a discussion here. Let the nectar churn out, the churning, what comes out, let it be seen by all. Let us celebrate it. It is a celebration, it is an attempt to celebrate Bharat, the underlying unity in the diversity. That is the whole purpose. And I'm sure in the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, this will be very, very fruitful. I wish this all the very best. Thank you very much.